Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another podcast. I've got my good pal, Bennett Maxwell, on with me today. And I might start talking like this a little bit because that's how he's going to sound, because the poor guy has allergies or like got sick. Where? Lake Powell? Where was it?
Belize.
Belize. Way off. Wait, you're in
Close to Lake
Belize,
Powell. I
huh?
was in Belize last week.
What were you doing down there?
Diving and spearfishing.
Dude, they've got good diving down there. I did
yeah.
a service project down there like 10 years ago. So we're going to talk about, wait, let me start with, we'd like to thank today's sponsors, Prime. What's your drink?
Brain IQ.
Brain IQ. And most importantly, Clear. And there is a reason I pulled this out today. So he really is like stuffy.
Yeah.
You don't sound bad.
I have to breathe out of my mouth. So
Yeah, so-
I can't drink and then I like get out of breath,
Yeah.
if I'm trying to drink and talk.
So we're going to do a live test here. Okay. So this stuff, this is, by the way, an unpaid promotion. He should be paying us, Nate with Clear, but I'm going to tell this story. So I've been taking this for 4 years. I haven't been sick in 4 years since I started taking this. And I would get like, allergies and like stuffy nose, especially during like Q4, October, November, December. Started taking this. I haven't gotten a stuffy nose since. So I'm going to let you try this. So you're going to have to launch this goodness right up your nostril. Both sides. I would actually probably go.
How many sprays?
I would probably go 3 on each. Yeah, keep that napkin close. But inhale, dude. You suck it up. Suck it up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Can
Let's
you
see
do
how it
that,
goes.
though, to see the before and afters.
Ugh. I'm gonna start dry heaving because I have a
That first
story I
one
have to
didn't
tell
count.
you.
Oh,
You gotta go. Hey, 3 times. Go.
that was my third.
What was
I'll
that?
do all 3 in a row. I did 4, but the first one didn't really count.
Yeah.
Because nothing came out.
Okay. Other side. You got. Oh yeah. Get it in there. Get it in there.
I've snuffed this thing called hoppe. It's tobacco. Feels like I'm doing drugs, just so you know.
Hey,
That's
there.
the only thing I put up my nose before.
So no joke. This stuff. My dad was sick this weekend, and this is for real. Like he took it with a stuffy nose like yours, and it was gone by the next morning. No joke. So Bennett is the founder and CEO Dirty Dough Cookies. Dirty Dough Cookies are actually really, really good. I'm embarrassed to admit that I only tried my first Dirty Dough cookie about 2 months ago. I'm not joking. So I won't use their name, but one of your competitors I actually did some work with, and I just you know how like when you work with a company, I don't know if this has ever happened with you, and you just don't look at any other opportunities or options. Well, someone fed me a Dirty Dough cookie, and I was like, dude, these are legit. I'm serious. They're legit. So I can't wait to hear your story, because the thing that you guys have done right. So when you think of someone's happy place when it comes to food, cookies has to be up there in the very top. I know it is for me. I don't smoke crack. I don't snort coke.
Oh, no, I don't snort coke either. Hoppe.
Yeah,
It's tobacco.
like
Try to
I don't
retire, too.
drink, but like if I need happiness, I want a cookie, dude. I want a
Oh,
cookie or a donut. That's what I want. And so you guys are onto something, and it's taken up. I mean, would you say the majority of your customers, what target audience do you think you hit most? Is it moms and dads that have kids?
Yep.
So it's moms.
Mom's buying cookies for their family.
Yeah. See, for me, I love taking the kids to get cookies. If I come home and my wife's like, kids were great today, got all their chores done, I want to take them to go get something to eat, and cookies are always good, man. They love the cookies.
Cookies is a good go-to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is. You guys have any plans to get outside of cookies, to add anything additional?
We have ice cream products right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and it was really just a way, and I think they're our best products. We have 2 ice cream products. One called the Dirty Scoop. So you're getting a warm cookie in a bowl with 2 scoops of ice cream and 2 toppings. And then we have shakes. So you could take any cookie. So we only have all of our cookies, kind of think in simplicity. We have drizzles that we put on the top. It's all manufactured by us now. And there's 5 different drizzles, marshmallow and caramel and whatever they are. So when you order these products, we added vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream. That's it. But now you have 8 cookies. So now that makes 16 different Dirty Scoop varieties and another 16 shake varieties at any given time. And then you can start doing the toppings on top, right? But it's the same toppings that we're already putting on the cookie. So we added those 2 ice cream, just vanilla and chocolate. And what we do is our cookies that we don't sell at the end of the day, so rather than throwing them out and wasting them, we just leave them till the next day and sell them in ice cream products.
Good.
So it's a high margin item, and it's the best tasting margin item as well.
I'm stoked to give that a shot. That's very cool.
And then sodas. Houston's opening this week, I think, and they're piloting just a soda fountain,
Cool.
rather than soda cans. And then coffee. We're looking at some coffee companies
Gotcha.
and products and seeing how we can implement that.
So with the soda strategy, are you guys going to do all the
No.
tricks and bells and whistles?
No, just soda strategy. I mean, our strategy in rolling it out is just a soda fountain. So I give you the cup, you go figure it out. That's kind of phase one. Then we'll do we're going to pilot this, a self-serving dirty soda station, right? So it has a little menu board and all your syrups, and you're pumping it yourself. So it keeps the labor low, because our whole model is, can we run this with 1 or 2 employees, keeping everything really simple. But no, I don't think we'll get into that. And then with coffees, I think we'll keep it pretty simple, just a few, handful of different drip coffees, and that's it. But use a really high grade quality coffee, and then that's where we'll cap it. We're not looking at any other products.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to start, as we wind this down a bit, I want to start asking some questions, and you can give quick answers. And if you feel like you want to elaborate on some of these questions, feel free to do so. And some of them are whack and really will bring no benefit to anyone listening. However, it's just fun to talk about. But on a more serious note, let's talk about investment and as an entrepreneur. Where's your money going if it's not going towards your own company? Is it real estate? Is it crypto? Actually, what are your thoughts on crypto? Let's start with that.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yes or
feel
no?
like all crypto's a scam, but I'm still in it. So I did some Forex stuff. And it was giving me like 0.5% of return a day. I think I put in 50, took out 80 a few months later. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to jail if I don't take this money out, because, I don't understand it. And then I'm in this other debt box. Have you heard of that?
No.
You buy these licenses that have something to do with oil and this and that. That's going crazy well. And I'm just like, is this real? I think I put in 50 and it says it's worth 350. It's been under a year. And I'm like, what the? But we'll see. I'm either going to go to jail or I'm going to make a little bit of money. And then I own a handful of rental properties, single family, have somebody out of the Philippines that kind of takes care of that, manages it. And one of those is an Airbnb. The other ones are long-term rentals.
Very cool. Airbnb, man, that's been a crazy thing to watch. Awesome.
Yeah.
I still have never stayed in an Airbnb hotel or
Wow.
place yet. And I'm one of the only, sounds like.
Yeah.
Has it been good to you,
It's weird.
that project with you?
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
Where's it
especially-
at?
I mean, I have one in Lehigh. I had one in Orem. I sold that last year. But like single family home, you get like $4 or $5 grand a month. 4 bedrooms, 2,000 square feet in Orem, Utah. Like, who's visiting Orem?
Yeah.
But the mortgage on it, I think, was maybe $1,300. So in the summer, you get $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Kid you not, from like May till maybe September, we'd have 1 or 2 nights not booked. It's
Wow.
crazy. I don't know. There's just
Awesome.
such a big market for it. And then in the winters it'd be a little bit slower. But how much could you have rented that out for to a
Right.
single family home? Maybe $2,500. Maybe now, more now because the housing market's crazy. But
Yeah.
I think I was making double by doing Airbnb.
Gotcha. All right. Next question. Do you have a favorite professional sports team?
Denver Broncos. I haven't watched a
Really?
game in probably 10 years, but I don't watch any sports. But I used to watch them when I was young.
Really? Elway
Champ
days?
Bailey.
Of
That's
course,
who I
dude.
remembered.
Beast. One of the best defenders. He was a great defender.
So no, not Elway days. That was before I started watching it.
Oh, are you saying I'm old?
Jay Cutler. I
Jay
remember he
Cutler.
was.
Of course I know Jay
Who was
Cutler.
before him?
Before Jay Cutler?
I would remember his name. I got into it just so I could talk football with people, and then I'm like,
So
I'm
but
an
you're not
idiot.
like a diehard.
no, I don't. I mean, we have. I don't know anything about sports. We're doing the celebrity store model that we bring in a celebrity, we give them equity of a portion of the store, and like the guy that's working on it just told me last week. He goes, "We got something Hurts, quarterback,
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Never heard of the dude." And he goes, "That's the second best quarterback." And I said, "Okay,
Bennett.
I'm an idiot." And
We
then
need
we
to cut-
also
we need to cut that part because that'll embarrass it.
we
He's embarrassing himself right now. But
we
that's
got
okay.
some cookies to Devin Booker, and still say, I was like, I don't even know who he is. Where's he at? He's like, oh, he plays for the NBA. I was like, I'm an idiot.
He plays for the NBA. He plays for the NBA or the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, he's in Phoenix.
He plays for the NBA.
Plays for the NBA. That's where I'm at with sports.
That's
dude.
cool
I'm
though,
an
dude.
idiot.
Well, it's a good thing you have members of your team that know the value of some of these athletes, right? That's
Yes.
why we get teams.
Yeah, I know. We're trying to land those guys.
That's cool,
We
dude.
got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
We're getting pretty close with him too.
Really?
Yeah. That's
No-
how we
no
got
joke,
in
huh?
contact with Jalen, was through Patrick, because we're getting close with the deal. And he heard about it.
Dude. No cap.
Yeah.
Do you know what no cap means?
No.
That's the
cap.
lingo.
No,
That's what the
a
cool
cap is
kids
like,
say.
You're gonna
Cap
cap somebody?
means lying.
No what?
No cap.
No lying.
No lying.
Okay.
No lie.
Like no shit, but kid friendly.
That's right. That's another way of saying it. Okay, who's the greatest superhero of all time?
Superman, I think. Right?
Oh, man.
Hasn't
Is
that been proven?
Well,
in
duh.
movies?
Is he your favorite though?
Oh, who's the? This isn't really a superhero, I don't think. But the best movies are the Guardians of the Galaxy.
The
Chris
last
Pratt.
one was phenomenal.
He's so funny, dude.
He's
That's who I want
awesome.
to get involved with Dirty Duff. Anybody has any connections?
He is
there.
hilarious.
I need to get that guy because I love his movies.
And he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Like he's a good man. Shout out to you, Chris Pratt. But the last one that they did was phenomenal. The last Guardians of the Galaxy.
It
Have
was
you seen
great.
it?
Yeah. I
Like,
loved it. That's
the
probably why
writing-
it came to my mind.
And I can't wait to see James. Is it James Cameron? Is he the writer? Forgive me if I got that wrong. Anyway, whoever the dude is, I think it's James Cameron. Will you look that up? Look that up. The director,
Jamie,
writer.
can you look that up?
But
Is this
is there a James Cameron? Okay. Yeah, James Gunn is just as good as James Cameron, but James Gunn is now just got hired for DC, the DC universe.
All right.
Will be writing
they need him then.
Dude, he's been phenomenal. Like the guy
The
knows
DC
how to
movies
write.
aren't
Like
up to par.
huge shout out to James Gunn. Will you please get Superman right, James? I trust that you will. Get it right for us, brother. Us Superman fans are begging for it. Okay. What's the first concert that you ever went to?
Aaron Carter. And then I bought a poster and I put it on my wall. I didn't realize how
No, you didn't.
yeah, I did. I had that. That was probably 7th grade, and then some friends came and were like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I thought this was cool."
We might need to cut this part out. We need to.
Aaron
we might
Carter.
need to-
That was my boy.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. What's the
I want
first?
candy.
What's the first? Oh, oh my gosh. What's the first album you ever owned?
Oh, I never owned an album, dude.
Jeez,
Like,
are
I
we
bought
getting that
an
old? Am I
album?
getting that old?
No, I've never owned it.
That's a weird question.
Abby, what would you answer to that? I've never bought an album. It went from
This is
it went from LimeWire to Napster to Apple
I just
Music,
aged
I
myself,
think.
ladies and gentlemen. I just learned that I should never ask kids below the age of how old are
I'm
you?
30.
You're 30? So I think 30 is that cutoff period. How old are you? 25? 26? They don't even know what an album. They know what an album is, but they've never owned one. Jeez, dude, that is crazy.
Yeah, change
That
that
is
question.
crazy to me. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Jessica Alba.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, she's
What's the surf movie? Blue
Blue Ocean.
Ocean. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. That's what came to my mind.
Blue Ocean. I think that's way off, bro.
Jamie, look that up.
Deep Blue. Deep Blue.
Deep Blue. That's a rub from DoTerra,
It was a Paul
That's
Walker
like a
and
muscle
Alba.
rub. I think.
Into the Blue. That's pretty close. You were way off. Yeah, he was. That's a good one.
Wasn't
Jessica
Paul-
Alba,
Is Paul Walker? Was he a Utah guy? He was a Mormon, right?
LDS dude. Yep. He actually dated my friend, Debbie Franson. Shout out to Debbie for locking down Paul for a time being. My wife, in fact, she met Paul while Debbie was dating him.
Uh-huh.
And she said one of the most embarrassing moments of her life. She said, she went up to Paul and said, "Which film did you enjoy making more? Skulls or I can't remember the other one." And he was just like, "Skulls?" Anyway, I thought it was funny.
I've never heard of Skulls.
It's probably like some 1980s movie.
Fast and Furious. That's the one I know him from.
How about Fast and the Furious 10?
Oh
That's
my
just-
gosh, those are getting ridiculous.
They're getting ridiculous.
When I
but
saw
they're so
Dwayne
fun.
Johnson just like pull a helicopter with the chain, I was like, I don't know if I could buy into this anymore.
You can't buy into anything into it, but the thing is it's so good, you just can't take your eyes off it.
It's
That
not
franchise,
so
I think,
good.
isn't it the most lucrative franchise of all time?
There's no way.
It's
there's
up there.
no
It's
way.
up there. Can
I've heard
you
Star
check that
Wars
real quick,
is.
Jonas? Will you please look at the most
Marvel Cinematic Universe is the highest grossing franchise.
Is it-
Marvel?
Are they even in top 5?
Yeah, I think they're in the top 5. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter. Let me see how many I can name. Batman, the Batman Dark Knight trilogy.
Marvel's number 1.
Marvel number 1.
Star Wars is 2.
Star Wars.
Disney live action reimaginings is number 3.
Really?
Spider-Man is number 4.
Spider-Man.
Harry
5.
The Fast and Furious is garbage.
Batman is 6.
Batman 6.
Avengers
7.
7. DC Extended Universe
8.
X-Men
X-Men. I'm not even top 10.
9, and then James Bond is 10.
All right, don't even tell us where that
Yeah.
freaking crappy show is.
Interesting. I wonder who the next James Bond is going to be. Okay. Well, those are some good questions and great answers. Actually, semi-decent answers.
Aaron
But let's
Carter, you like that one, huh?
Aaron Carter, dude, that's up there with some of the best that I've ever heard. Possibly the worst I ever heard, but you know what? To each his own. That's what's beautiful about music. It's subjective. You know, if you like it, you like it. We all have a guilty
I went with
pleasure.
my sister.
Well, that's cute. That's definitely
If that
cute.
makes it look worse or better, I don't know. It was an outdoor concert. Went with my sister's first concert.
That's hilarious. Okay, dude. So I want to end on this note. I mean, I have one final question, but I don't have. I forgot to ask you this. How dare myself? But before I ask the final question, I want you to give one piece of advice to all out there around staying true to you, both as an individual and as an entrepreneur. What advice would you give, generally speaking? What advice would Bennett Maxwell give to the world as far as those two matters, or maybe one and the same?
Yeah, nail down who you are, what you're after, and I'm going to take like 2 minutes to answer this.
No, please do.
Okay. When I sold my solar company, I lied to myself for X amount of years, telling myself health doesn't matter, personal relationships don't matter, family doesn't matter, because I'm doing this all for them once I have X amount of money. And I achieved that, sold the company. And I felt great, got a good dopamine hit, right? And then it went away. And then I started working nights and weekends again. And then I realized that what I did is I immediately just set the next goal. You know, it's like, okay, now I'm going to relax when I hit the next goal. And I'm like, okay, I need to kind of break out of that. And I realized at that moment that money was just money, right? But what we're really after is an emotion. So nailing down what emotion you want to feel on a day-to-day basis or on a week-to-week basis, kind of imagining that perfect life of I'm retired, I have all the money in the world. What would I do every day? What would I feel and what would I do to get those emotions? And then try to build that in your business. So like for me, I want to sell my business all the time. I'm like, I want to sell it. I want to retire. And then I think, well, what would I do if I retired? Well, I'd probably spend all of my time achieving my mission statement. My mission statement's all about joy and fulfillment despite life's dirtiness. So how do you find joy and fulfillment now rather than waiting to sell your solar company, right? And I'm doing that with my company and the fact that all of the dirty dough cookies, it's all mental health messaging. It's what's on the inside matters most. You know, life gets messy and that's okay. Life doesn't need to be perfect for it to be enjoyed, right? And that's all over every single one of our packaging. And then we have a mental health nonprofit called Life is Sweet Foundation that will fund a mental health wellness center every franchise we open. So educating kids on how to identify emotions and then science-based tools on how to regulate those, guided breath work and all of that. So that, and then helping people through entrepreneurship by lowering the barrier of entry to entrepreneurship by creating the most simplistic food franchise model that's existed. That's what we're doing right now. So I think, okay, if I sell the company for whatever I think I could get, and I put it in an annuity and I get a 5% return, I can live off that 5% return, have everything I need and without touching the nest egg. Let me just retire right now. What the hell am I doing? And then I think, what would I do if I was retired? Well, I'd probably try to complete my life's mission statement of finding more joy and fulfillment in me and others by promoting mental health education, kids, and empowering people through entrepreneurship. And then I think, oh, I'm already doing that. Might as well be grateful for it. And anyway, so that is the only reason that I'm still here and I haven't sold yet.
Good for you, man.
Because it is stressful as hell running a business. And but I've been able to align that with a bigger purpose. Okay, that was kind of a long answer.
No, that was awesome.
That's my answer.
That's the answer that we were looking for, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you being on. Where can people find you on social media? Or where can they find you in general?
BennettMaxwell.com.
Okay.
And then that has links to all my social media. I try to post once or twice a day, put out some decent content, or dirtydough.com to find out about cookies, franchising, our nonprofit. It's all on there on supporting us that way.
Yeah. I love the fatness of the dirty dough cookies. It's like this.
Yeah, they're
just
thick
and juicy. I like them big. I like them juicy. That should become your theme song, dude. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Get that. It's the hippo from Madagascar.
Madagascar.
It's the Chubby Mouse. My daughter played that and up until the day of the performance, my wife, I was like, what is Lila? That's my daughter's name. She goes, she's just a chubby mouse. Like that's what her costume was. She was the hippo from Madagascar. She just called her a chubby mouse until we were there at the performance. and she's dancing to that. You know, I like to move it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a hippo, babe. That's a hippo, not a chubby
Oh my
mouse.
gosh,
But anyways,
that's hilarious.
yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna get the hippo.
my final question is, what is your favorite cereal?
Oh, dude, waffle crisp.
Waffle Crisp.
Oh, that's what came to my mind.
That one is so good, and I
Yeah.
don't have it in here, but I think we do. I think we do. It's right outside the door here, and I'll give it to you. I normally hand Jonas. You want a full sprint? Grab it. We got it. We got to hand it to him while we're live. Waffle Crisp. I think it's at the end, the far end. So,
Pretty good.
anyway, dude, do you want to just spray down a couple more sprays to
I don't know,
ensure
dude. I felt like I got a little shamed when I did it the first time. You know, from you, I felt a little like you shouldn't be putting stuff up your nose.
No, you should. It should not. Don't be scared.
No, it really does.
We
remind
do
me-
have it. Dude, we
does-
got the fat size. We got the dirty dough thickness size
Oh yeah, that is
cereal
great.
box.
Big bones.
No, I don't feel like I feel like bad if I put anything in my nose because I really do relate it to oh yeah, with like
I
somebody
got you, dog.
doing freaking cocaine.
Well,
But whatever, I'm going for it.
do it. Oh, he did the Trace Leches.
Oh yeah, that went down my throat.
That's what it's supposed to do.
If you start drinking, it's working.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good though.
I know it doesn't. You can actually spray it in your mouth, and it's good for the back of your throat. No joke. Anyway, so hey, thanks for joining us today. Until next time, sayonara.